This film strip will show you how to use the different types of film strip and slide projectors commonly found in the Modern Media Center. It will give you general information useful for operating almost any of these projectors. However, before using a particular machine, get directions from the librarian or media specialist. There are two kinds of film strips. One is silent, with words printed under the pictures. The other comes with a recorded soundtrack on a cassette. There are also two basic types of film strip projectors. One advances the film automatically and has a built-in cassette player. With the other, the film is advanced manually and a separate cassette player is needed for sound film strips. Let's look at how to run a manual film strip projector. This model projects the film strip onto a screen and can be viewed by many people. First, remove the case and plug the projector into a wall socket. Next, turn on both the cooling fan and the lamp. Now raise the projector until the light shines on the center of the screen. There's usually a wheel or knob near the front to do this. Most film strips begin with 3 green start frames. To insert the film, hold it by its edges so you can read the word start right side up and correct from left to right. Now, rotate the film so the word start enters the machine upside down and reading from right to left. Feed the end of the film into the film channel behind the lens and put the rest of the film strip into the holder. Use the advance knob or lever to move the film, 1 frame at a time, until the word start appears on the screen. If the frame isn't centered, adjust it with the framing knob or lever located near the lens. If the word start appears backwards on the screen, take the film out of the machine, turn it over, and reinsert it. Continue feeding the film through the channel until it comes out the bottom. Then attach it to the take-up device. On machines that don't have one, the film will simply coil by itself. Move the film forward until you see the focus frame. Then adjust the image by using the focus knob or moving the lens itself. When the strip is over, continue feeding the film through the machine until it's completely out of the projector. After you've removed the film, turn the lamp off. If the projector has a fan, be sure to leave it on for 30 seconds to cool the projector bulb. Meanwhile, return the film strip to its protective container. If the bulb should blow, don't worry. Changing a bulb is easy and safe if you know what you're doing. However, if you don't, get help from someone who does. Start by unplugging the machine. The bulb compartment is usually located on top of the projector. Take off the protective cover and, using a cloth, remove the hot bulb from its socket. Be sure the new bulb is a correct replacement. When removing it from its box, be careful not to touch the glass with your fingers. Insert the new bulb in the socket. Snap the compartment lid back into place and make sure it's secure. Plug the projector back in and continue showing the film strip. Many manual projectors have a built-in screen and work in much the same way. First, plug the machine in and turn the lamp switch on. Then turn the film over, insert it into the film slot, and start advancing the film. Use the framing knob to adjust the picture if it isn't centered. Then focus using the focus knob. If there is no focus knob and the picture is unclear, ask the media specialist for help. With either type of projector, if you're viewing a sound film strip, you'll need a separate cassette player. Find the frame that directs you to start the sound and plug in the tape player. To insert the cassette, open the tape compartment door, usually by pressing the eject button. Since the two machines are not linked together, play the side of the cassette labeled manual or audible. Insert the cassette with the manual side facing you. When you feel the cassette lock in place, close the door and press the rewind button to make sure the tape will start at the beginning. When the tape stops, push the stop button. Then press the button labeled play or forward to start the cassette. Always press the stop button before pushing any other button. Allow a few seconds for the leader, which is just blank tape, to run. Then, once the program is started, adjust the volume to a pleasant listening level. Now simply advance the film one frame at a time at the sound of the beeps. If you're using a viewer with a built-in screen, the procedure is exactly the same. Set up a separate cassette player and manually advance the film at the sound of the beep. Many film strip projectors come with the cassette player built right in. These machines automatically advance the film. The loading and operating instructions are basically the same as with the manual machines, except that both the projector and the sound system have to be on to advance the film. You must also be sure to play the side of the cassette labeled automatic or inaudible, though sometimes the automatic and manual programs are combined on the same side. Now you can sit back and enjoy the film strip. After it's over, turn the machine off and return the film and cassette to their protective containers. Operating an automatic machine that projects a film strip onto a screen is just as simple, though there are a few differences. One variation may be in the way the film is loaded. Most of these machines have a cup to hold the film. Wind the film strip so the start frame pulls out from the center, goes over a bar, and then into the film channel. With some machines, you must snap the film channel forward before inserting the film. Be sure to close the channel before starting to show the film. Slides are also widely available in the Modern Media Center. There are several different slide projectors available. Some use a rectangular tray to feed slides into the machine. But the most common slide projector uses a round tray called a carousel. To start, remove the projector, carousel tray, remote control cord, lens, and power cord from the case. On some projectors, the power cord may be stored in a compartment on the underside of the projector. After removing it, set the projector upright and first plug the cord into the machine. Then plug the other end into a wall socket. Next, plug in the remote control cord. This will let you sit away from the machine or walk around while you're showing the slides. If the machine has an automatic timer, make sure it's set to M for manual operation. If it isn't, the projector will advance the slides at a predetermined speed. To place the lens in the machine, move the focus knob clockwise as far as it will go. Then insert the lens and rotate the focus knob counterclockwise until the lens is secure. If you're using a carousel projector, check the bottom of the slide tray to make sure the metal plate is locked in place by a small latch. If it isn't, rotate the plate until it catches. If the tray is loaded, make sure the slide lock ring is in place. If you're loading the slides yourself, Remove the ring from the top of the tray and insert one slide per slot. To do this correctly, hold the slide so it's right side up and correct as you look at it. Now turn the slide so the other side is facing you and it's upside down. In other words, slides are placed in the tray upside down and backwards. After loading, place the lock ring back on top and set the tray on the machine, rotating it until you feel it snap into place at the 0 position. Now, turn the projector on. Most projectors have 2 positions for the lamp, low and high. The high beam should only be used if there is excess light in the room. Move the first slide into position by pressing the forward button on the projector. Then adjust the focus knob until the picture is sharp and raise the projector to the proper screen height. Although there is a forward and reverse button on the machine, it's more convenient to use the remote control switch. Should a slide jam while you're viewing, turn the lamp off, leave the fan on, and get help from the media specialist. If you want to skip a number of slides, with the power on, push the select button down and rotate the carousel with your other hand. When you reach the slide you want to show, simply release the button. To remove the tray, push the select button, return the tray to the 0 position, and lift it from the projector. Then, turn the machine off. If in the process of using a slide projector, the bulb should burn out, it's a good idea to have someone who knows what they're doing change it. The first thing to do is remove the slide tray. Then unplug the machine and turn it over. The bulb is in a compartment on the bottom of the machine. Open it by turning the screw that keeps the door closed. Warning: the bulb is hot and fragile. Using a cloth, remove it carefully. Avoid touching any of the lenses next to the bulb. Make sure you replace the old bulb with one of the same wattage, voltage, or code letters. And don't handle the replacement bulb with your fingers. Use the protective covering provided. After replacing the bulb, simply screw the compartment door closed, right the machine, and start using it again. You're now familiar with the general use of the various common slide and film strip projectors. When using any specific machine, either follow the instructions in the user's guide or get help from the media specialist. And always remember to return equipment in the same shape you would like to find it the next time you use it.